Okay, here's your standard run from Saturday. Again, set him farther back, especially for the tire. I mean, he does it fine, but just, I don't know, be a little bit more fair to him and nicer. Any dog. It was nice. Ooh, there's that going behind you thing. I won't go on and on because I do in class. Oh, I don't know why he did that. Who knows what happens? Why they do some of the things they do. We can't always tell. That's good. Whoops. Alright, let's break it down. I saw just a few areas, really. It looked pretty good. There was just a few spots. Alright. So get him down and make him do his contact. That's great. Looks like you had maybe a little trouble getting turned into the tunnel, but you don't get a fault, so... And you take off running, which is awesome, so you can show that line of the chute. You support this jump, which is good because you can't see it. But, okay, so here you can tell you really didn't know there was a turn. So I know that you have to support this jump, but just by you still like moving straight towards this jump when he comes out of the chute, that's all the support they need, right? Because in the chute they tend to sort of curl towards us a little bit. So if handlers were anticipating this turn, and before the dog came out of the chute, the handler was starting to make the turn, then they might have missed that jump. But he just needs to see you, like, as soon as he comes out of the chute, he needs to see you moving this way. But then you still need to cue a turn, okay? And with him, I wouldn't worry about using my outside arm with him because it's probably just too much. I think you just need to move laterally to the next jump, okay? And you need to do that when he's about where he is now. So you need to have your right arm up, in this case, and saying hup, so you can continue to support this jump. But then you need to also be moving in the new direction. And that doesn't mean like racing over there, okay? It's just like a big side step over so he knows that there's a turn, right? Because you can tell he doesn't know there's a turn because he takes his jump totally straight. He lands pretty hard, and he even takes a few steps this way, and then he looks almost a little confused, and then he slows down to a trot, and then he makes a turn, all right? So, and you don't want a tight turn here. That's why, like, I wouldn't use my outside arm or anything because they have quite a ways to go to come and make this jump. But right here, I think that you could have had your right arm up, but been slowly moving in this direction. It would have been all that he would have needed to make that turn a little bit better. And this is what I'm talking about, where if you do this repeatedly for years and years, you can demotivate a dog this way because they think that they're doing what you're telling them to do, and they are, but then you're sort of abruptly telling them, no, that's not what I want. And you're not doing it in a mean way, I'm not saying that, but just with how he is and his nature, we need to make sure that we get the timing of these cues better. And this next front cross is a little bit late and kind of sudden. Your motion was kind of sudden. One thing you can do, this is a long space between this jump and this table. You could have easily, where you see how you're ahead right now, that's perfect. But what you could have done is kept your right arm up, moved this way and just kind of moved to the table and then done your front cross over here, okay, instead of trying to do it right on top of this jump. The only time you really need to do a cross like right on top of a jump where you did is if you need a really, really tight turn, but you don't, right? You just need to get him to the table and make sure he doesn't take the A-frame. But, and so that would have smoothed that out a little bit. If you would have just sort of run in this way and then done your turn, see, and then he goes behind you, and you have to sort of let him because you're at a trial, and I don't fault you for that at a trial, okay? Although you could have hung on to it and made him come back to that side, but that's, I don't know if that's right for him, though. It's okay for Kea, but I don't know that it's right for Cloud. It's something we just need to take care of in training. I don't know why he jumped off. Who knows? It's a mystery. But the rest of it is nice. Get him over that jump, into the tunnel. I think he doesn't do his weaves right. Yeah, so you got to call him back. That's all right. And then you get him over this. And you do a front cross to the bottom of the A-frame. Now, you could be doing that cross right now as he's coming down, okay? I don't think you have a big worry with him with contacts, but go ahead and do it now while he's coming down. He's going to slow down with you doing that cross right in front of him anyways. So then you could have it almost done by now, and you could have avoided the little bobbly thing that you had here. And it's hard to see from this angle, but all I can see about why he went behind you is because you kind of look up and you're ready to go, but he's just ever so slightly pointed behind you, and so I think he just went behind you, even though you had your arm up and everything. You do lose a little bit of connection right there because your head is forward and everything, and then you look back to see where he is. So I think in training, if we can get the, no, you don't go behind me into his head, I think this sort of thing wouldn't happen. But you get him circled back, and you finish it up. Not too bad. Good job.